Welcome back to RuneScape Dragonwilds. We're trying to look the direction we're looking. We're having a hard time looking forwards while looking at ourselves. No, we can't do that. Update 0.9. Here we are. Range stuff. And some other things too. Specifically, more outside of the game. Or other parts of the game that we're not really going to deal with. There is some stuff. We got controller support in an alpha state. That's still a work in progress, obviously. I'm just using the keyboard still. If it's still an alpha, probably not worth messing with right now. This is fine for what we're doing. Multiplayer also has had some changes. Gravestone protection option, base building stuff protection option, chest privacy. Just things to make it a little bit less griefy and annoying in certain situations. What the max number regularly available for multiplayer is? It was like 4 or something. That's alright. Has been some instances of mods or anything making it way more, but then actual performance is not the best. I guess it wasn't really designed for that. Well, that's alright. Not worrying about that right now. Can also set up some worlds with custom settings. Get advanced options into 40 different things. Change damage, thirst, hunger, XP rates, processing speeds. Just a whole bunch of stuff. Whether or not that would make that large of a difference is a question. Just get faster things, most likely. We're still here in the regular version, though, so that's alright. There's also creative mode. Make a whole big building without having to go and get all the resources and everything. So that's something. Or just look around, also an option. In more things that are going to impact us here, there's been changes with the anti-poisons. Negates and grants resistance to poison effects. So now the anti-poison will turn off one stack of poison and give you resistance, but it doesn't actually make you immune to poison. That's only from some kind of food with the effect, whichever ones those are. I'm gonna go mess around with the poison area. It's gonna be a process for sure, but hopefully we don't need to, so we kind of already have at least a few blightwood here for making new range stuff. We also have a few other things here. Check in building. There is the fletching bench, ash logs, stone, and coarse thread. Used for fashioning bows and crossbows. We're gonna need to place this somewhere. You can see which chests it connects to. Limiting distance between them. Interesting. So it might make sense to do it in a different fashion here. It's gonna be kind of the same idea as these. It's like a crafting spot. The wood is up there. You just push it in this corner. Also might want ores and stuff though. On top, put it behind somewhere. Right behind here. I think that's gonna get access to the wood. Or maybe it is. Just put it right here behind this stuff. Perfect. So that is fletch and stuff. There's also a few more things in here, though. We've got build protection totem. Prevents other players from building anything within a sphere of influence. And archery target. Test your accuracy with ranged weapons. That's fun. Lumber storage. It's kind of different in the picture here. Interesting. Side table, round table, table, armchair. Maybe some other stuff in here too. Decoration wise, you'll have trophy 4 and 3, or test 3. I think we just got those from the recipe stuff. Beams and pillars. Short vertical beam thin. Okay. Sure. Oh yeah. Archery stuff. Let's look at our fletching bench of bows and arrows and crossbows and stuff. New recipes: bronze crossbows, iron crossbows, limbs, 2 more, journal stuff. Got the short bows, got the long bows, bronze crossbow, iron crossbow. Need the iron crossbow limbs or the bronze crossbow limbs. 4.1 times ranged arrows damage. One-handed crossbow made from iron. We have bronze bolts and iron bolts. Crossbow bolts. Uses a bar and 3 feathers. Arrows use bar, 3 logs, 3 feathers. Oh, that's slightly different than it used to be. All the arrows are here now too. All the bows. We look at the smithing anvil. See the new bronze and iron limbs here. Pick 1 of each. So craft those. Smithing anvil. Or the fletching bench. Fletching a bronze crossbow. To have it and put it in the level 3 section. Really, we might make more use of the iron crossbow. Plate wood, swamp thread, jade, vault shards, a whole bunch of stuff. There's an iron crossbow. I guess it would be quite a bit more bar intensive to use crossbows. This 1 iron bar gets 15 arrows instead of 33, or 15 bolts instead of 33 arrows. But you don't need to get all the oak logs, so that's something. We have only 1 iron bar. We will smelt up some iron in the furnace. 19 more iron bars. Let's see here. If we were to here equip the iron crossbow. Do the bronze one first. That's what a bronze crossbow looks like. Here's the iron crossbow. Very similar. No lower level crossbows. And it doesn't work with regular ammo. In terms of damage multiplier, 4.1 times versus 4.3 times. And the actual ammo damage here, 25 versus 17. So the bolts themselves also do a little bit more damage, which is interesting. I'm gonna go with doing some crossbow stuff. We can shoot, we can block, and roll around. And the armor is giving us stealth speed, range attack, standard cost, and weak point damage. Depending on stuff, if it has weak points, I guess. Put the arrows away, it's not gonna do anything for us. There's also new ability to craft water runes. Well, that's nice. We're gonna have more spells that use water runes. There's also new spells with the whole ranged skill. Look here at ranged. Level 3, quick action. From quick actions with ranged weapons using primary action button. 5, make the archery target. Practice to make some bullseyes. Level 8 is trick shot. After firing a fully drawn arrow, release follow-up shots at right time for increased damage. Maybe that works with crossbows. Cast the snare spell. Conjure earth magic at your feet, and a trap for your enemies. Those caught inside become rooted in place for a short time. 60-second cooldown on that. They're just easy prey for your arrows then. Level 15, toxic behavior. Like the recipe for weapon poison, which can be used to imbue melee weapons with poison or to craft poisonous arrows. Weapon poison. 18 is hunter's sense. Crouch for a short time to activate your hunter's sense, and you sense nearby creatures and enemies. Crouching. And beyond that, there's more things we haven't unlocked as we head up. Where's crouch? Activate hunter sense. Nobody nearby. Also have faster crouching from the range armor. And new range spells. Want to do snare. Spectral arrows is blocked still. Grab some iron bars. Make some iron bolts. Start with a good chunk of them. And that gets us some artisan XP, some iron bolts. I'll put the bronze crossbow up in the tier 3 section. Tier 1, 2, 3. Bronze crossbow. It is just on the ground below it. Weapon rack of crossbows. Not done yet. Where's the iron crossbow go? Also on the ground below it. Okay. Hilarious. Let's put the hunter's stag away for right now. If we can use the shield, we might not actually need the whip on us. It's kind of a thought. See how much that actually plays out, though. Okay. Depends how good the crossbow is. Also going to need to go get more iron, make more bolts. It's also something to consider. Okay. We're going to head out that way. Fire some shots, get some levels. Work towards some more things. Fire, make the target. Fully drawn arrow. And then additional damage from bonus hits. Snare. Weapon poison. So you can see that recipe here. Bronze bolts, bronze arrows, water runes, limbs, weapon poison. Quarm and a poison ichor. I don't think we have any poison ichors. Try from something. Magical focus. And stone. It's for magic stuff. Iron crossbow. Bronze crossbow. Okay. We don't exactly have everything we need here. Bring some more food. Probably should bring some more food. If any of the things. Here's fungal fortitude. Grants resistance to poison effects. I wonder if the text has been updated for what these actually do. Because the fungal fortitude should give full resistance, something. Anything else in here do that? So it's just like mushrooms and not the most complicated thing. Let's bring some cookies. Red crunchies. Okay. Let's get out here. Test out our crossbow. Also trying to get more iron and stuff. Although we were just in this cave technically a little bit ago. So everything's still gonna be depleted. No. I like to make things a little more difficult here. Let me try going to a different section entirely. This way. Down here. There's some more. See anything? Fire spirit. It's slightly different. Rock explosion. Get more iron for making more bolts and stuff. Nice big fire XP. Mining XP. Mining. Also, just various small changes to various things. That's good. Good chunk of iron down here. Worth popping by. I don't know. Could try out the crossbow in the dungeon. In the vault. Still technically a possibility we can get some stuff in here. It's a normal run. We're running. With a crossbow. Safe and good plan? Questionable. There is a guy. Not the fastest firing. Missed entirely. That's some damage there. Have a lock on particularly either. Target lock. There's a crit spot there. X for target lock. There we go. Range level up. So that's with the floor spikes there. Get a lot of XP then. Counts for something. Calm. Yeah, target lock's definitely going to help here. See how far away we can hit it from. Not locking onto him yet. Not sure the target lock allows for hitting weak points. We get a bolt back from something? Interesting. Let's see if we can find some chests and stuff in here. Here's one. Find some new recipes and stuff. Plan Dragonkin Obelisk 3 cannot consume. There is a weak focused attack potion. It's used for attack skill. Okay. Not exactly what we need, but sure. Test build, patch logs. Alright. Go find some more stuff to shoot with our crossbow. We're also looking for chests and stuff. In terms of experience, we're definitely getting some experience here. In crossbowing. I don't really want to go that way, honestly. Seems unnecessary. See how well this doesn't really have any kinds of extra stuff. One-hand weapon. It's got a shoot option, and we can block parry. Doesn't have like any combos or anything like that. There's a chest in there. Get some cooking XP. That seems about right. Couple graphical issues. Not too surprised. Hammer of Fire. Amazing. Dragon Plan Obelisk 2. Ah, that new? That's a new one. The fact that we found 2 Dragon Obelisk Plan things in 2 boxes could be some changes to drop rates. Wouldn't be too mad about that. Get this off the list here. Find the list. Dragonkin Obelisk 2. That's one of the 2 things we need in here. Wild. Learn it. New option. In the build menu. Dragon Obelisk 2. Look at that. I need to get out of here without getting burnt again. There's more rolling. Also an option. That definitely looks interesting. Okay. Let's keep looking around then, shall we? Since that works so well. Let's see what levels we got here. We're up to 24 already. That unlocked. Well, 22. We can bleed. Unlock the recipe for weapon barbs. Used to imbue melee weapons with bleed or craft barbed arrows. So we got barbs, and we've also got weapon poisons. You see these in the journal? Weapon barbs uses shrapnel. Again, don't know where that comes from. New stuff from new things, apparently. There's no new areas or anything yet. Weapon barbs. Weapon poison. This is the poison ichor. Poison ichor and shrapnel. That's something different. Yeah. Let's run a different direction here. So we can find something. Strawberries. More chests / bosses. Stuff like that. Definitely does quite a bit of damage. I'll give it that at least. As long as you actually hit it. Which you probably should. Shield again. Having the shield available is just pretty nice. Various walls. I feel like some of these walls are newly see-throughable. That didn't work. Crossbow. Fire might be almost more effective than it used to be. Which would be unfortunate. Just being able to roll through the fire would be a little bit cheesy. How I did it before. Running. Alright. And shot. This is not a good spot to be. Potion. Good shot. Good shot. There's not really a wind up or full hits with the crossbow. So that one for getting bonus damage after things doesn't really do it. Alright. Got through that though. I guess range 25. Spectral arrows. Chant your equipped bow with astral magic, causing arrows to penetrate multiple targets. Astral runes, air runes, instant cooldown, two-handed bow. A lot of stuff just doesn't work with the crossbows, unfortunately. It's pretty cool though. But you do get the shield, so pros and cons, I guess. Oh. Let's find some treasure back in here. We're gonna need to have to make a few more of the armor things here too, at some point. So we're going through those quite extensively here. Any more guys in here? You betcha. It's effective, if not particularly elegant. That's alright. Treasure chest. Can I consume? Can I consume? About what you expect here. That's alright. 12 berries. Vault core. More treasure. Can I consume? Not too bad. Okay. Yeah, if looking, like we might want to have a bow and crossbow for different activities. Maybe. Depends what kind of effects and stuff we want to be using. Some of these only work with arrows. But having the shield's pretty nice. It's not as flashy at all. Doesn't need to be. It's not entirely. That ramp. Got some stopping power. Going through the arrows though. Or bolts specifically. Magic. Rock here. Get some more iron for making more arrows for bolts. I think it's 2 iron to make 2 iron to make a bar to make 15 bolts. Need the chest. Fill that up. There you go. there. Onion. All this stone. Could have picked up those 22 stones before we open the chest, but also sometimes we can't pick things up because reasons. They're too encumbered. Well, that's alright. So much from earlier. Push through here. Regular stone, couple 12berries. Take the 12berries for the cooking experience. Cooking update will be later. Rosman. Rosman. All manner of different treasures to be had. Okay. That's about good enough for here for now. Can we open up the boss area? No? Okay. I don't know what triggers that. I can worry about it too much. Teleport. Back over here. Put some stuff away. Base. Open up the chest. Take all the stuff out. Put it in spots. Okay. Smelt up. A little bit more iron. It's 3 ore. Okay. So each ore is like 5 bolts, essentially. That's like a bit much. But you know, something. Put all this away. Some vault cores. Another. A lot of vault cores. This is a very heavy box. That's pretty good. Stone. Get a little bit full there. Teeth. Got some food bits. Can use for stuff. Want to specifically get things that are going to give us actual anti-poison. It'd just be the mushrooms and something. A mushroom meat. The recipe unlocked meat stew. It's a fortifying stew. Fortifying against the trials ahead. It's a fortifying something here. You know that cooking speed too. Okay. Fortifying stew. Perk fungal fortitude. Resistance to poison effects. Mushroom stew for against the trials ahead. Alright. That is kind of what we're looking at. Fungal fortitude. Fungal fortitude. The actual potions are just anti-poison. Negates and grants resistance to poison effects. These say grants resistance to poison effects. More effects coming with more cooking later also. Some things to worry about. Okay. Got some clay. We got some hide scraps. Got some coarse fur. More of these stews. Another potion. This attack potion is new. A couple new items in here. I'm also gonna try to fight the dragon with a crossbow. Or just with bows with new effects and all that stuff. Look deeper into the range skill. There's still more things we haven't unlocked. Special arrows for penetrating multiple targets. Don't really want to be using bows when there's too many extra targets around. Further down, there's crossbow trick shot. Trick shot now applies to crossbow weapons. There we go. Fire at the right time to instantly finish reloading and ready your next shot. That's what we're talking about. That's going to make it a little bit more interactive and interesting. Level 30 for that. 35, enchanted crossbow bolts. Craft enchanted crossbow bolts, featuring unique magical effects. That's pretty good. 40. Venomous Trapper. Snare Trap now triggers a cloud of poison when activated, causing enemies stuck inside to become poisoned. That's extra damage and snare and poison. Fire Starter. Unlocks the Fire Oil and Fire Arrows recipes. Give you new ways to burn your enemies to ash. That's at 45. Didn't even get to 45 in Magic. We'd like to get to at least 35 here. Try out the crossbow enchants and stuff. But we might need a lot more crossbow bolts to get to that point. We don't even have the option of making some super cheap bolts here. We got bronze and iron. I'm not gonna get some bone crossbow bolts. That's not gonna quite get the job done. Yeah. Crossbows. And looking behind ourselves. Next time. Goodbye.